Hey everyone! So after my last haul video I had a few requests to do a video about the Dainty Doll cosmetics products that I own. So that's what I'm going to do for you today. If you're not entirely sure what Dainty Doll is, it's a line that was created by Nicola Roberts, who is from the British girl band Girls Aloud. She's got red hair and really pale skin and sort of struggled to find makeup that would go with her pale skin. So she created the range of products which is sort of aimed primarily at those of us with paler skins, but then there's also a lot of like the colour cosmetics as well as the foundations and concealers and things which are sort of suitable for everyone because they're not sort of skin coloured products. So yeah, that's what I'm going to review for you today. I've got 4 products from the range. I've got the liquid foundation, the hot pore concealer, a powder blush and a lipstick. So let's get cracking. Okay, so first up, this is the foundation. It's £22 and it's 30ml, so sort of standard foundation amount. It's available primarily from Boots, as all these products are. You can get them from Boots, but also you can get them online and places like lookfantastic.com and feelunique.com. So this is a foundation. I've got shade 2, which is light. It goes from shade 1, which is very light, shade 2 is light, 3 is medium and 4 is dark. But obviously with this being a range aimed at paler skins, it's all a bit relative, and the dark one is not really dark at all. It's sort of a kind of medium tone, if that. It's still quite pale. So yeah, anyway, this is the foundation. You can sort of see how much you've got left in there, which is pretty good. And it comes with a pump. Mine's a bit messy, I'm afraid. I really wanted to love this foundation, and I was really excited when I got it, but it's not as good as I'd have hoped. It's alright. The coverage with the colour is pretty good. It's well pigmented. I'd say it's sort of a medium coverage and you can build it up. I use mine with the little fake beauty blender sponge there, and I find that works quite nicely. The only thing is I'm not really a big fan of the formula. It's quite thin, but it's not a kind of like light feeling. It's a little bit sticky, and also I find that although the colour is good, it's not very good for sort of covering up any unevenness in your skin. I've got a little bit like bumpy face going on at the moment because every time I come home my skin reacts to the water change, and I get really sort of bumpy, not sort of big spots but little ones, and I find that this pretty much just highlights that and just makes your skin look really bumpy and uneven, and I'm just not a big fan of that. Also, it smells really horrible. I think it smells really plasticky. I'm not sure if that's sort of an added scent they've put in, I hope not, or if they just haven't tried to cover it up, but it just smells really unpleasant. So I'm still sort of playing about with it, trying to find different ways to put it on, trying to make it work better. It's a little bit better and less sort of sticky feeling with powder over the top, but as I've got dry skin I generally try and not use powder that much. So yeah, it's sort of not, I was really hoping this would be my favourite foundation ever, but unfortunately it's not. Okay, next product is the Hot Pore Concealer. It comes in a little pot like this, and it is, I've got all the prices written down here, it's £14.50, oh god, dropping it everywhere, £14.50 for 4.5 grams. If you look inside, it looks like this. It's got a little mirror, which I actually really like that this has got a mirror, and it's a pretty good mirror as well, because sometimes you get sort of slightly naff plasticky mirrors inside compacts that are pretty useless, but this one's really good, so I'm liking that. This is the type of packaging that comes on all the products. It's kind of one of those matte plastics. Unfortunately it gets mucky really easily, which is mine's a bit gross. Now the concealer itself, this is the lightest shade I've got here. It doesn't look hugely light in the, in the packet, but when you put it on your skin this comes out, this is almost white. It's a really thick concealer, and you have to sort of use your fingers. I've got loads of little brush hairs in there trying to be, because I tried to use it with a brush but it hasn't really worked very well. It's thick but it's not creamy at all. It's got almost a gritty texture, which is what I really don't like about this product. I used it mainly use concealer under my eyes to conceal under eye circles, and I found that this creases like crazy under your eyes. So I tried to use it elsewhere to cover up sort of red patches. I put it on my nose because I get really red on my nose, and it sort of stands out, so I try and like conceal to cover that up. And I just found that I've got quite a dry nose, and it just completely emphasised all of the dryness and looked horrible. So for me, this is pretty unusable now. I think it would probably be great for people with oily skin, because it's got that thick texture. It's just going to stay there and not shift. But if you've got dry skin, stay away from this. I wouldn't recommend it at all. Okay, next up I've got blusher, and this is number 2, which is My Girl, and the blushers are £13.50 for 7 grams. Now I'm going to have to be careful here because I managed to smash mine. I don't know if this happens to all Dainty Doll blushers or if I was just careless with mine. I can't remember how I smashed it, but I did. But I've been still using it since, and again it's got a mirror. This one's got a really nice big mirror, which I love. It's the same kind of matte plastic packaging. Now, the thing that I found with this one was that it's not the same colour as in all the pictures on the website, sort of the Dainty Doll promotional pictures of this. This is sort of darker and a bit more reddy than it looked on the website. I do really like the colour, but it is different, so yeah, that's one thing to be aware of. It's quite a sparkly, shimmery blush, which I could see in the picture. I don't normally go for those, but it's not too sparkly on the skin, which I like. With this, it looks like quite a bright colour, but it's not very highly pigmented at all. You need to build up the colour if you want a decent amount of colour. I don't know whether that's because the range is aimed at pale skin and you don't want sort of a really bright colour straight away because it might look a bit too much. But then I think the blushes and the eyeshadows and things like that, I think it's supposed to be for all skin tones. So who knows, maybe it's just not very highly pigmented, not very good quality. I know a lot of people always go on about pigmentation. Personally, I'm not too bothered because I have a few blushes that are very, very highly pigmented, and I really struggle to work with them because they go on far too strong, they're difficult to blend. I end up looking a little bit like a kid that's been in their mum's makeup box. So this I actually really like. It is a pretty colour. I've got it on now, and I've also got the foundation on now, so you can see how that looks on me. What I found with the blushes is that I think their RRP are £13.50, but on Feel Unique at the moment they're only £11.50. So if you're after one of the blushes, I'd go there, because you're going to save £2, and also they have free delivery and they've got all the different colours. Finally, I have the lipstick, and this is the little cardboard packaging for the lipstick. All the things come in cardboard packaging with this, like the little Dainty Doll illustration on, but then I've thrown away the packaging for most of them apart from this. It's a bit of a shame that the rest of the packaging is quite plain. It would be nice if they had maybe this illustration on the actual packaging, but they don't. This is one of the lipsticks, and this is from the Spring Summer 2012 range, which I guess is probably limited edition, and it is this kind of brownie colour, and this is called Storm in a Teacup, and this was, how much was it, £12.50, which is quite expensive for a lipstick. It's pretty much MAC prices. So again, this is another product that is quite different in real life to how it looked on the website. In real life this is quite dark and brown. I probably wouldn't have bought it if I'd thought it was this colour. On the website it looked lighter and a little bit more sort of lilac-y mauve, which I thought was really pretty. It does have, you can see in the light, it won't pick up on my camera, but I can see that it's got a bit of a sort of violet, very pale purple shimmer to it. It does look pretty on, and also it goes on really nicely. It's quite creamy and quite moisturising, so if you've got dry lips it's not really so much of a problem. But it's not brilliant staying power because of that. So you probably need to carry it around with you, reapply, or use lip coat or something like that. So that is my sort of roundup of the products I've got from Dainty Doll. What I would suggest is, if you want to get something, have a look around on the internet for prices, but if you can, go into a Boots and try out the colours in there first, because as I've said, I've had 2 products now that have been quite different colours when they've arrived in the post to how they looked on the website. So that might be something worth checking out to avoid disappointment. I like the idea of the Dainty Doll range, that it caters for paler skins, but unfortunately I have been disappointed with the foundation and the concealer, which is sort of the main point of the range. I really like the blusher and I found the lipstick's alright. But yeah, I just wish that they'd sort of put a bit more effort into making really high quality cosmetics, especially for the price. They are pretty expensive. They're nearing sort of higher end prices, and I don't think that it's kind of, they stand up to higher end products. So yes, that's what I think. If you've got any comments or anything, leave it in the comment box. Let me know how you've got on with these and if you're going to buy anything now. Yeah, and I'll see you soon then. Bye!